Come on, Stanley. How I started being an artist is bizarre. My wife actually dragged me to a studio tour, and I was so impressed with how satisfying working with your hands must be for those artists. And we came home and made a sandwich, and she turned on the television, and there was Martha Stewart making a garden pot out of cement and peat moss. I didn't even finish my sandwich. I went out to the potting shed and I mixed up some cement and some peat moss and put it on some chicken wire, and there was a face staring back at me. And I was hooked at that moment. And in one day I was a professional sculptor. I'm Forrest Greenslade, and my wife and I and our dog Stanley live in Fearington Village, which is about 8 miles south of Chapel Hill. When I was a little kid, I spent every waking moment down at what we called in upstate New York the Crick. And then, as I say in my dotage, in my old age, I now do the same thing I did when I was a kid. You know, turn over rocks and see what wonders nature discloses to me, and I sculpt and paint what I find. The media that I use are really disparate. I use concrete, I use steel, wood, found objects, whatever material will tell the story I'm trying to tell. Bit of a self-portrait, huh? every piece out there when I'm making it, I suspect gets the personality of how I was feeling that day. When they're done, they know who they are, you know. I want my work to tell the stories that have illustrated my life. I want people to have some sense of the places I've been, the natural world I've experienced, and I want them to understand the connection that I have and that they can have with the natural world. And an artist, foremost, has to be creative. What an artist produces has to be unique to that artist's own life experiences, own perceptions, etc. I want an artist to be able, when it's done, to say, this is what I feel, this is what I think. When it's done, I say to myself, you know, there you are, and you're looking back at me just like that first one I did. There is a relationship between what was in here and what's there, you know, and that's, God, I cannot tell you how exciting that is. Not bad. I like him. I like him a lot, actually. This is going to be called Mary Glenn's Buddy.